not move, even just stand there and then just poof, the health is gone.
It could disappear faster than what we can expect, as a matter of fact. But let's see here. The second final ban coming in from Onic's side. Do they still want to just focus down on the marksmen, or are they thinking a little bit bigger? Are they thinking further than themselves here? Because Lancelot technically is still open. Whether or not they want to actually go for it could be a different case, or they might just ban out the Hayabusa like they did in the last game.
Why not go for the roamer? All right, they go for the Boxia. Okay, good call. Because I was thinking that, you know, with the Angela being picked up here, oh, Angela's going to be roam because Valentina mid. Is that enough wave clear for them?
I think that's more than enough wave clear, in a matter of fact, especially if we're talking about like the early game. If we talk about later, in the later stages of it, Valentina, yes, maybe not necessarily Angela, because again, you only have so much gold to work with. You're not looking to scale, you're looking to be as utilitarian as possible.
And in terms of the sandbag, Uranus can do the job. That's why maybe if they want to pick the Assassin's jungler to aim for the cloud, especially during the early game, I think it's a good idea.
Guys,
for Bren.
I just want to put something out there. This Dyrok still can be jungle.
Yep.
That is a possibility.
Yeah, so just watch out for that.
Okay. All right. I'll keep my eyes out for it, because again, it has been a while since somebody has thrown Dyrok in towards the jungle. And look at the Onic fans as they can't continue chanting, making sure that the spirits are high for the Onic players. Novaria gets banned out, and at least this time they can actually protect the information and their positioning for the upcoming fights. Franco, I was about to call it that maybe AP Bren were looking to get some form of suppression to stop Sands for once, because I feel like he had too much free reign in the past couple of matches.
That Franco is like eliminating the heroes that can dive into the backline. Maybe because like Lancelot is just using the puncher to the aiming for the Yip, and the Franco here is using the Bloody Hunt to stop the Lancelot movement.
I'm thinking.
If they want to playing with Lancelot.
You know, Martis.
I
think AP Bren can utilize, if they want to go for the same kind of gameplay that they did earlier on, where they just steamroll through that early game, get those objectives. They can't really be punished in a sense. Oh, but no Hayabusa. And Clint again.
Yep. So on this side, I don't want an oppressive early game to deal with. However, if we're talking about scaling, this time AP Bren actually has some very good scaling against Onic. I want to see what the response is going to be like, right? Because I feel like now that you have the Dyrok, now that you have the Franco as well, we need something that actually helps us out in the early game. And finally, we see the Lancelot get locked in for Onic.
Because a lot of glass cannon hero right now, I think AP Bren just love to play with the fire.
Yeah, and there's no lockdown coming in from AP Bren either. So that's definitely a reason why Kyrie's like, all right, no Fredrin for me. Coach Yeb, give me Lancelot. And there you go, finally a Lancelot game. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave it to the casters to hype you up for the final game of the series.
I don't think the folks at home need help, because they already are hyped up. It's Leo and Mirko bringing you the finale to this Insta Classic between AP Bren and Onic. This is Game 5. And much like Game 3, these two teams have left us flummoxed. I think more AP Bren, given those last two picks in the Clint and the Hayabusa.
Clint and the Hayabusa, definitely a very unexpected end to the way that AP Bren were drafting. We did, however, predict exactly what Onic were going to pick in the last two picks.
It had to be. It had to be the Lancelot, and they, as seen in the first phase, want to crank down on whoever was going to get in the hard guard. Yeah, so they had to pick up the Franco. And again, they have the Franco and the Eve. So they don't have that odd interaction wherein the hook would interfere with whatever the mid laner was doing. Let's get into the game here. It's a Game 5, and you can see how deep Kiboy is already.
Oh, gets a hook onto Kaltizi. A good chunk of damage there as Kaltizi is still able to make it back to his buff. But this does give Kyrie a bit more of an advantage when it comes to this clear game early on.
Yep. He's what, ahead by 5-6 seconds? And for junglers, assassin junglers to be specific, that's basically forever in the early game, right? So he'll try to make up for it by going for 2 jungle creeps all at once, talking about Kyle TZ, while Kyrie, on the other hand, is just taking his merry time. Down bottom, though.
Ooh. Some damage placed down. Boots doesn't want his wave to be cleared out with no punishment like that, but he ends up getting punished instead. Still the sustain from these two, I think a bit too much for him to handle, a bit too much for him to burst alone. That's why Onic picked up the Lancelot that we actually talked about a lot. I mean, hey, who doesn't remember what Kyrie was able to do at MSC 2023? And now with the killing spree, he's seeking out to do the same.
Here's a quick look at what the emblem game is looking like for both these teams. Here in Game 5, you can see Uranus on Flap is actually rocking Brave Smite and Common Emblem. So yeah, he's looking to just out-sustain everybody. Yeah, even with Boots' Quantum Charge Power Dairoth, even with that damage output, besides that, Flap says, you know what, I'll consecrate in your face, I'll just stand here.
See if it works out. Look at the emblems. Anything interesting aside from the fact that Kyrie's just been on the killing spree all 5 games?
He's playing with flow. He's going with momentum. If that allows him to snowball, or in the case of Game 4, mount a comeback, he was on a Fredrin, mind you, then yeah, by all means, we all know exactly what they're going with here, and as expected, Turtle priority goes over to Onic. Clean take, but now a fight.
Oh, Bloody Hunt coming down. That's a shred as well. Oh, Nickerson strike flap. TZ dodges away. Few steals it away. And now it's a complete turnaround from AP Bren.
Onic take the turtle, but AP Bren get 2 on the way out. Put in a kill on both Few and Flap TZ. We were talking about this dynamic as the draft was unfolding off the air, folks. We wish you were part of it. Wherein, yeah, this is going to be a great Dairoth game. It answers not just whatever is in the Hearthguard, but as well Flap TZ Uranus, but only if Boots can be faster than those moments. If he can thread the needle and find the window, it'll be great. But in that moment there, in that first turtle take, the post-turtle take moment, AP Bren had the ace.
That was such a clean sidestep. Flap TZ utilizing the dash right as he got out the Bloody Hunt, and that was literally what gave AP Bren the win. Just him not getting bursted down fast enough. And now it's a big problem for Onic. You'd expect the Dairoth to have a lead by now, but Flap TZ, he's staying comfortably in the lead. Kyrie, Thorn Rose, and the Red Tree picks up the gold buff away from Kyle.
All right, so elsewhere on the map, you can see AP Bren is winning, but after that death on Kyrie, that early death on this Lancelot, he's still keeping on his due diligence. He's doing the work that's needed for him to snowball out of here. He is still ahead of Kyle TZ by a level, so that's something that Onic can leverage. They can force the issue here and try to make up for this almost 1,000 gold lead AP Bren has approaching the 4-minute mark.
Let's take a look. Still an 800 gold lead held down by AP Bren. Kyrie on the Lancelot, though. When it comes to gold, does he have an advantage? No, just 200, or 100, rather.
It's more the level.
Yeah. CW, though, he's picked up the DHS very early on as well. With the second turtle of the game coming up, they're trying their best to go to the bottom lane, but Flap TZ, my goodness gracious, almost just outplays the situation, takes Boots very low, and now is looking for a cut.
Oh, they're sending way too many bodies down here. And again, it's just the threat of activation. It's the fact that any time the hard guard can come in, Onic, at least in this early stage in the game, right? They have to respect that. So it's going to be a turtle piece, it looks like, unless Kyrie has something to say.
Let's see. Oh, Bloody Hunt by both. The rover, but now it's going to be Kyrie jumping forward. Keyboy steals it away. Kyrie survives. Flap TZ takes him out of the game. But it's a 2-for-1, making 3 with a turtle secured by Mr. Boy himself.
Mr. Boy, with the help of the birthday boy, help win the whole engagement for Onic. AP Bren left reeling there. Huge trade for the Porcupine as well. The second turtle of the game, and yeah, there was a delayed trade up top, but CW's gonna make up for it as he takes the turret before Marco can.
But we have to take a look at Super Marco. With him being left all alone, he's been able to free farm. He's been able to mount a pretty good early game.
500 gold.
500 gold difference. And now he has a whole BOD. We saw what the BOD was able to do in game number 3. Instantly, when he got it, the impact was felt across the map. It was a shockwave.
That and the game went so fast that we really didn't see what a prime built Clint in that lineup would do. So now maybe AP Bren will be able to showcase that. We're looking at 6 minutes in. About a minute before the last turtle of the game spawns. Coyote securing his purple here. And there's a huge presence from both teams here in mid. I think they understand that the next engage is going to be coming here. It's very close. Ooh, Keyboy with a hook.
Very close to hitting, but AP Bren know the distance. Taking a look at the items, seems like with the Fury Hammer, he has a lot of penetration helping him out. Endless battle though, he's looking for it next, I believe, and that's really going to cause problems to Onic.
Another big problem for Onic is how Boots' lane has come through. As we approach the mid-game, post-laning phase, Flapteezy, give or take about 1,000 gold ahead. It's forced Boots to right now build fully defense. His first item, a dominance ice. So best case scenario, he stands there, maybe catches 1 or 2 rogue heroes from AP Bren with the Abysm Strike, and then just use that passive on the dominance ice. That aside, he really isn't dealing as much damage here.
And it's still AP Bren with a good, I would say, some more pressure. Keyboy though with the conceal now. Kyrie dashing forward. Oh, he misses the puncture. Bloody Hunt going to place down, but Kyrie, oh, he's still able to escape the Thorn Rose. Shadow kill on the back. Good Bloody Hunt over from Pew. But it's a 2-for-1.
And it looks like that advantage that Boots has just by standing there, using that passive on the dominance ice is enough. Although, this trade isn't as beneficial for Onic. They read the room. They're saying, hey, it's not as clean. Maybe we should go elsewhere. Find wins there. But oh no. CW is just blitzing this turtle. Oh, look at how fast he's going.
No red tree though. Kyrie now just joining the fight. Keyboy taking very low. 1 HP. Supermarco. Oh, it's a flicker out. Retribution secures it. Oh, CW. He's able to find Feud. Now Supermarco with the help of the hard guard. BMI coming back. CW. Caught in the midst of Flapteezy and Kyle Teasy. And Keyboy falls as well. So the little girl.
Woo-wee! A little girl and a cowboy with forward flicker from Supermarco there. Keyboy got away the first time around, but not the second time around. Look at how far ahead Supermarco is of the farm. Again, maintaining that 500 gold lead over CW. Now it's growing slowly but surely. 6-5 here, 8 minutes in, a minute and a half until the first Lord comes up. We've missed all turtles, and not a single went to AP Bren. But I think it's all still according to plan. AP Bren have been forcing this lineup, the whole Angela-centric lineup, for 3 games straight now, and I think they've learned a lesson from game 4.
I think so too. I mean, we're seeing a more, I would say, aggressive AP Bren. The aggressive AP Bren that I think we should have seen a bit more out of in game number 4 from them. With a 7K gold lead, this is what I expected from them, going ham, and honestly, Clint Pick, it's kind of growing on me.
Yeah, and it's coming at a cost, right? It's not as clean. We're looking at a trade 50-50 every kill. There's a clap back from Onic, and of course, again, the aforementioned turtles. But again, it's looking better, especially as we ramp up into the mid-game. So expect more significant fights, more significant trades. And the fact is the map reflects exactly just that, right? They're trading huge objectives, turret for turret, from the long lane down bottom to top. And Few, I think he learned a lesson from game 4 as well. But wait, he gets caught out!
My goodness, that burst! Now Flapteezy caught in a Abysm Strike! With the Phantom Execution, Kyrie jumping forward, takes Ogwen very low! Kyrie in the back! Still punished down with a shadow kill from Kyle Teasy, who now has the BOD. Bro's getting gunned down by the endless battle! And that's what AP Bren are forcing, an endless battle!
Sheriff Marco's in town, and he's enforcing justice. I'm also liking it. It's amazing. With this level of peel, it's very similar to what we talked about, of how some marksmen just don't need the mobility anymore. They're just able to plop down and say, yep, this is damage, take it if you want to.
Well now, Kyle Teasy definitely has the advantage. Keyboy with a flicker forward right now. TW helping him out with a blazing duet, but I was gonna be terrified. Flapteezy on him, no death so far, except for, oh, what? CW falls, what killed him?
Oh, CW! Oh, what is off a flap?
Trying to see what
or a rogue bullet. It could have been a rogue bullet.
I think that might be it.
A ricochet.
A ricochet from the Lord, perhaps. We'll have to see a replay to see what exactly happened there. I didn't quite catch it.
Oh, it was just killed caught. It was a ricochet.
It was literally just a flicker and a gun down.
Oh, AP Marco. Sheriff Marco to you. AP Bren are bringing the Wild West here in Jakarta, and Onic are feeling all of its effects. Look at this. They're forced to defend. They're forced to clean up house, and AP Bren will be able to passively push down bottom, and they're taking their time. Oh, they got open!
Oh, Ogun falling. Kyrie takes the purple buff now. Fuse holding on. Flatteezy losing immortality. Keyboy looking for an angle to go for an iron hook. Kalteezy jumping with the shadow kill. Now it's going to be dispersed amongst the Onic members. 5 players trying to just soak in that damage. And AP Bren, they lose 2 members, but look at the map pressure still in their favor.
We've seen AP Bren fall to this folly several times this series already. This might be another one of those moments where, yeah, they're way ahead, they got a good lead, but on an individual basis, they get sloppy. These 2 kills should not have happened. If AP Bren had their way, this would never have happened. But that's just testament to how Onic know their outs, how Onic are so quick to punish. And now, with just 2 turrets left, it's like Lord of the Rings up in this, man. It's like Tolkien wrote it, 2 turrets left out of their base. Onic are looking to get their gold up. Again, it's about 2,000 between them right now, and this is huge. A majority of it is between CW and Marco.
Atomization though, look at that, man. Another power spike for Super Marco. And this is the lethal one for Cowboy, for the Cowboy, for Sheriff Marco. Berserker's Fury. Who's gonna be able to withstand that damage, Leo?
Nobody. No one from Onic is built to take more than a couple of shots from Marco. So they have to make sure that when they engage, when they dive in and punish whoever the hard guard is sitting on, they're clear of Marco's sights. Now AP Bren, they're playing with a very small lead here, just approaching 2,000. Oh wow, kudos to Kyle there. Brought a huge fat wave. We're gonna be able to push that tier 2 up top. And now we posture up. We wait until this next Lord up in half a minute.
25 seconds to set up for the Lord. And this time it's AP Bren who holds the cards. They have the 2.6k gold lead, they have the map pressure, and they'll certainly use it. You can already see Kalteezy already pressuring up top.
The birthday boy though, gotta give kudos to Gila Sands. He's been doing well to protect himself. The only deathless member of Onic right now, and I believe he's a linchpin to whatever is coming up next, to possibly a coin flip towards a comeback. Onic have to protect him. They have to listen to his calls. They understand that when he says it's go time, it's Onic time.
Meanwhile, for AP Bren, they gotta try to scatter that. They gotta try to make it chaotic so that Sans won't have what it takes to go for it. They're trying to burst it down even with the real world manipulation. Risky play, but they get it, they do it, but now Sheriff Marco's in town!
At the cost of Kyrie, AP Bren are now forcing the issue. They're coming in, they're going in, and they get the bite down. Fucking he goes, but now Keyboy gets punished. 2 for 1! And there goes Kyle!
Sans, oh, he's still able to survive. One more hit would have done it! Kalteezy has to jump back to the quad shadow. Did AP Bren win the skirmish? Did they get it? Or is it still worth it with the Lord taken by Onic?
I'd like to think it's worth it. They're a Lord apiece, and that enhances Onic's wave, but just enough to hit equilibrium. He almost punished PW2, but he gets out. Now, they focus on what's next. It's the post-Lord take. Oh, AP Bren have to clear this Lord. They have to clear the waves. They have to manage the map, if I may say so. AP Bren's wave clear is suboptimal.
Yeah.
It's sitting at what, 2.53 at best.
I think with the Clint, you can bump it up to actually a 4. As long as this Clint doesn't get zoned. That's the thing though, it's very situational. It's a 4 when Sans isn't able to pop real world manipulation.
Exactly, it's a 4 when you're not in a fight. But oh, the way Onic is posturing, folks. There is a large amount of Onic members here.
And there's the real world manipulation that we mentioned in the back as well. Now coming down in the back, CW gets taken out by Kalteezy. Kyrie able to dash away.
And now they get him. Sheriff Marco takes him down under. And now Boots trying to recall, they catch him.
The quick draw, Sheriff Marco. He'll crash another criminal, taking him out. It's a double kill for Super Marco. 3-4-0.
Fastest fingers in the Southeast. And with that, they take care of the Lord, get 3 kills with no clapback. They manage the waves, and AP Bren is back in the driver's seat. 15 minutes, 30 seconds in.
6-0 and 5. If there were still questions about Clint being in the meta, now there aren't. Now it's been answered.
Show him the screenshot.
Super Marco did it in a game.
Here we go. Bren. Oh, they're looking to get a penetration here. They're looking to take at least 1 inhibitor. but it looks like they are going to temper their tempo. They'll wait until this next Lord, 40 seconds away. And they gotta watch out for this, all right? They've been getting better at this. I must say so myself. They've been getting better at watching out for Keyboy's hooks. In the mid to the late game, which we're still in now, AP Bren has been putting themselves in weird situations wherein they're baiting the hook. It's scary. Honestly, it's scary. And when Keyboy does get it, it's lethal. So if AP Bren can fix that, then it's all the more closer to impossible that Onic mount a comeback. So yeah, watch out for the hook. That's one key for Onic to actually get back in this game.
If it was hard before to catch Super Marco out, now Sheriff Marco just got himself a wind talker, a bit more mobility, and a little bit more damage, I would say, just with the burst coming in. He bursts. He doesn't just DPS, he bursts people down. You don't expect it, and then your health bar just disappears.
Yep, he's close as it gets to a spellcaster marksman, right? It's scary. Oh wait, they're gonna crash that on a boot!
Shadow kill used up right now, the hard guard in place as well. Kyrie with Phantom Execution to the back. Bloody Hunt! By few! CW with the Blazing Duet onto the back now with a Bloody Hunt to Super Marco. But the Sheriff stays put. He guns Keyboy down. And Oakwood picks the double kill up.
3 for 2 so far, and CW and Suns, 2 major damage dealers from Onic. Oh, they're unable to engage. They're scared of the 3 members left for AP Bren. And it looks like they want to force the issue. They're going to look for the penetration here. They're going to push mid.
Sieging it down with the help of Super Marco. Takes it out. They don't go for the Lord just yet. RWM locking Super Marco down. Still has a sustain. My goodness, one shot from Super Marco takes CW to half HP.
So close. That really was so close. Oh, wait, is that a penetration up top? Oh, wow.
Oh, what?
Onic have done so well to hide and use sleight of hand across the map to get a cheeky push up top. So that's a little bit of breathing room, permanent damage on AP Bren's base that they'll have to constantly answer back. And just like that, it's a 50-50 once more. Lord here pulled over to AP Bren's side.
With lane getting cleared out. Winter Truncheon by Sans. He's looking for an outplay moment. They're getting desperate. It's getting risky, but damn! Iron hook from Keyboy! No frontliner, Leo, what?
No one home, they bursted! Flapped easy! This is difficult, and they spent the hard guard too! Just like that!
What?
Onyx Lord chances skyrocket!
My goodness! To everyone, he could have landed on. He landed on the frontliner now. View with a brilliant real world manipulation, but there is the Winter Truncheon. Calteezy gun down! Responded over with another blazing duet into the back lines!
Oh no, it's just Kyle Teasy left. Keyboy body hunting. Super Marco here in this bush, playing with the shadows. It's 5v2. We're not quite yet, at TikTok timers, folks. But that was a clear win by Onic, a huge victory for the Porcupines. And with that, they're gonna make quick work of the Lord. This is an evolved Lord. Onic scored.
No way. Onic once again. They've relied on Keyboy this game to find a hook. It wasn't able to hook Super Marco, but that is to his advantage. They've taken the frontliner out, the facilitator to Sheriff Marco.
Oh, 32%. That's a huge 32%. That means 1 in 3 hooks actually hit. And now they're knocking on inside AP Bren's base, and there's a fight!
Real world manipulation taking few low. Still has the flicker, still has the bloody hunt, but the evolved Lord is now coming down. Keyboy. Iron hook not connecting. The conceal used up already.
All right, AP Bren can use this to their advantage. They know that the RWM is not up. They know that Keyboy's flicker has been spent. And they just have to focus on this one big defense. Onic, they smell blood in the water. This is very similar to what happened in the previous game.
The Sheriff is now bootless, Leo. Kyrie has the immortality. Bottom lane, gonna be pushed in. Calteezy sent to micromanage. Using Retribution already. Lord taking half HP. Flaps easy, now caught in the real world manipulation as Calteezy jumps to the back line.
Lord gets cleared. Waves as well. Flapped easy down to 1/3 of his health. Forced to use Consecration. And now Marco has Ogwyn in him. AP Bren able to clear the siege. Still breathing.
4 out of 5 when the real world manipulation cannot get to him. Super Marco still holding his ground. Now bootless. He's sitting down. He's He's in the ground.
That's right. No, he's sitting right there saying, this is where the fight happens. Come get me. And throughout this whole debacle, he still has 1,000 gold ahead of CW. So that's going to come in clutch when they start juggling items. And now, the last turret left for AP Bren.
Re-engage potential, few. Now, oh, the flicker as well. CW gets caught now, but the real one inflation into the back line with Kyrie dashing. Calteasy gets caught. Defensive execution.
Marco gets a hard guard in him just in time to save himself. But just like that, Onic disengage. But they walk away with 2 big wins. Poppin' Few and Kyle Teasy.
We're still looking for more. Sheriff Marco's on the hunt. Sans is looking for a sandwich, an angle to get into another team fight. Pushing the wave, CW up top, Kyrie mid, Boots down below, 3 waves coming down on AP Bren.
And this is as clean a sandwich as it gets. Again, there's only these 3 members left. It's flapped easy, a clear peel, and the waves are crashing in. AP Bren, they gotta defend, RWM!
Tony Super Marco away, Flapteasy isolated, his immortality's gonna be popped, Iron Quest flickers out! The Iron Hawk of Eli! And the victory for Onic! Into the grand finals they go!
We went all of the way, and AP Bren could not stop the inevitable. Onic are the first team in the grand finals of the SBS Challenge Finals playoffs.
3-2-2. An endless battle was built, and an endless battle we got.